taking a day trip today around the Bay of Kotor, and our first stop is this small town village called Perast, and we'll be it's a walking town, so we'll take you through it. It's very, very small. It shouldn't take long at all. And then we're going to go out to these two little islands right over there, which on the left is the island of St. George, and on the right is the island of the Lady of the Rock. And we'll take a little boat ride out there. Now we take a little walk into the town. Not a very big town.
As a matter of fact, it has a population of 269 people, and however, it comprises of 18 churches, 2 of which are on an island, which we'll show you later.
Little known facts. I didn't even know that. She popped that one right out of her back pocket.
I should be on Jeopardy.
This would be our first church. I don't know if we're going to do... Jeannie just corrected herself. 17. She says there's 17, not 18. And this would be the first one. I don't think we're going to find all 17 of them, but...
We might. John the Baptist Church from the 16th century.
Cuba in Boca. Like Cuban food, they have that here. If you like this little town, they actually have apartments here. You could actually stay here if you wanted to. The Schmecka Palace. Schmecka. Sure, I got that name wrong.
Actually, no, that is the St. Mark's Church.
Yes. In the 18th century, I see the sign on the side of the building.
Oh, I have to get a picture of them. This is the palace, and that's the church.
Okay. Newly noted to me. This is the palace. And this is St. Marco Church, built in the 18th century. And that pretty lady is getting married. Maybe today. Here's our first look at the largest church in this village. And we'll go around the other side. St. Nicholas Church, built in the 17th century. Now this part looks like it's been rebuilt a little bit, but this
clock tower
their clock tower looks pretty original. Jeannie just signaled me that it's open and we can go in. So, you know we're taking you in there. Looks dark, so I'll probably cut it here and go to the mini. Jeannie thinks she found another church behind this one. Wow, there's some incredible column architecture right up here. I hope we get a view from it. Indeed, you found one.
Well, it doesn't have a marking on it.
No, but yes, you can tell it was a church, or is.
I can't really get a picture of this one. Has to be another different one.
I think it is.
Because it's not connected.
Or a different part of the same one that...
No, it's not connected.
Well, to the left of the altar there was a staircase.
No, but that's not going here.
Kind of cool how these vines are growing right out of the wall. This person has a lot of pride in their yard and home. Just beautiful.
Hotel.
It is. You want to stay here? You can stay at the Admiral Hotel. It's one option.
It is a quaint little town.
It is. And when there's no tourists, it's very quiet. It's really pretty.
I think that's the end of the town, to be honest with you.
I think you're right. This is the Bau Balovic Palace from the 18th century. You like this? It's for sale. You want to buy a palace? It's for sale.
It is.
And with this palace, you get this little view right here.
Facade now, they said.
Up here is another church. Jeannie says it's a facade, which it does look like that because it's just the front that's left. Is this the one that they have no idea of the age?
I'll tell you in a second.
Because there's another one right down there as well. So Jeannie says that that one is Our Lady of Carmel, and it's from the middle of the 17th century. And we'll give you some information about the one that's up there on the hill as we get there.
Oh, that's another palace, John.
This is the Bronza Palace, built in the 18th century. We'll see if we can get a little information about this here.
Everything they have, it looks like it's clearly marked.
Yeah, they do a good job of letting you know what you're looking at. We found another church. This one is Our Lady of Carmen Church, built in the 17th century. Very steep steps.
And crumbled.
No? Okay. Jeannie says it's filled with garbage. We're not going in. Here's another beautiful house.
Look at the butterfly.
Oh, look at the little butterfly right here. He's gone. Sometimes they pose for us, other times they don't. Okay, we're gonna walk around. We're gonna walk back now. Not walking around. That's about the end of the town, so we're gonna turn around and go back. We won't be rolling too much video on the way back because you've already seen it. But this is a beautiful, beautiful little village.
Yes, it is.
Definitely worth coming, right?
Definitely. It's very quiet.
How much time do you say you spend here?
2 hours.
2 hours, including the 2 islands, right?
Well, we have to still do that.
Right.
So, I guess so.
We'll see. Found another one of those hummingbird moths. See how close we can get to it.
They're definitely not afraid.
Nope, they are not afraid. They're very cool.
Supposedly they have them in the U.S., but I've never seen them.
I've never seen them either. I've never even heard of them. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, ladies. Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Now we're on the boat visiting the last 2 churches on our Perast visit, which are out on these 2 islands.
Two-minute ride, you're on this island. I think we have about 30 minutes, and then we move to the next one. We circle the next one, and then go back in.
That's on the private boat.
Really clean water. How much they charge for the kayaks? What do they charge for the kayaks?
like an active tour.
Oh, okay.
So,
All inclusive.
yeah.
Enjoy. The outfitter for the kayak is here. And here's the little monastery that we'll go check out. We might switch to the mini and go handheld.
But they thought it was a sign, so the church was built dedicated to Virgin Mary. Amazing. As well, and the ceiling is the icon of the Virgin Mary. The church is dedicated to the Virgin Mary, images of her life, and the central part is the Assumption of the Virgin. It's also a holiday that's celebrated here in August. And you can see the central part of the altar is a painting that was originally found. The main reason why the island, the island and the church exists today.
Yeah.
Yes,
That you just found that on.
yes, it was actually covered with this silver.
Holy.
Yes. Right here, you can approach. Yes. Yeah, of course. So it was originally covered with this silver. Wow. So I mean, speculation.
That is the island of St. George, right next door to the island of the Lady of the Rock. And right over there is the walking town of Perast. Very beautiful. It is. Couldn't ask for a more sunny, perfect day.
I thought that was part of the museum.
And we'll go up here and have a little panoramic view. There's a place in Penny that wants you drunk. Here's our taxi.
And you? From here?
And you pronounced this town Perast? Perast.
And I asked him, he's going to take us around.
That's very nice. Very, very nice. What's your name? Stefan. Easy name. We're staying in Svete, Stefan.
Yes.
He is going to take us around the island of St. George. Yes. Thank you. You can't get off on this island. I'm not sure why, but that's the way it is.
They don't want you to have her.
Pretty much.
Get one in the front. There we go. I got good one.
Good.
Very beautiful. Thank you. Very nice.
Thank you, Stefan.
Look at the dog on the front.
This morning's pro tip is don't worry about parking way up here, because walking to the town in and out is very, very short distance. So not to worry.